Hey guys, we're back with Desperate Housewives. This time, instead of just snooping on Susan and Edie, I had to kind of replay the game because I have to like replay every single chapter because the game doesn't save. But this time we're going to confront them. So I think they were talking about me. Nothing. I just saw two of my favorite neighbors chat and thought I'd stop by to pay a visit.
Not much. We were just talking about someone we both know. Actually, come to think of it, I'm curious to hear what you have to say.
Actually, Edie was just leaving. Weren't you, Edie?
Oh, for God's sake, tell the woman.
Edie?
Oh,
Tell me.
Yeah, I gotta go. I was on my way to show a house. We'll have to chat later. Bye.
Bye, Edie.
Yeah, see ya. Well, damn, I'm still here. Oh yeah, just pretend like you have shit to do in the kitchen. I get it. You don't even cook, bitch. Alright. There are also some more journal entries. So, we finally got the stuff in the safe, and if you haven't seen that, watch the last episode, but quick overview. There was an accordion file given to us by Paul Young with amnesia and repressed memory information, a picture of a woman in her early 30s with a beaming smile on her face, with a lot of creases on it, so someone's been touching it for, a long time. And then a sonogram of an unborn child, gender is indistinguishable, and then the journal entries. These are a journal kept by your husband. The majority of the entries are negligible, but... Alright, so recent developments in the patient's state have taken a slight turn for the worse, but I have no doubts I'll be able to restore her to a stable condition in no time. See, I read this one, but there's other ones too that are kind of weird that I didn't read. She's showing a number of symptoms that are typical of bacterial infection, but also an acute neuromuscular degeneration. I probably shouldn't even be doing this. Treating loved ones is always a bad idea, but I can't stand the thought of them putting their hands on her. She's my wife. I can take care of her just fine on my own. I'm not sure I understand what's going on just yet, but I should be able to figure it out. Alright, there's that one. Yesterday, the patient whose health I have been monitoring and recording in this journal died in my custody. In all of my years of practice, I've never come across a patient that I was completely unable to diagnose. In retrospect, I should have asked her more about what recent changes in her life could have caused her problems before she entered a vegetative state. How could I have been so inept that I couldn't diagnose her in the 6 months she was in a comatose state? The one person who I should actually be able to save was waiting for me to rescue her, and I failed her. This is the last legible entry found in the journal. The rest have been unceremoniously torn out of the book. The journal entry says, overwhelmed to see that which I thought I had lost. I was overcome with desire. We made love in the surf as she lay there. Silently, welcoming my passionate advances. And when we were done, she was unconscious, no doubt swooning. I could barely contain my joy as well. She has come back to me. 2 weeks ago, she lapsed into a coma. Her vital signs are stable, but I don't know for how long. The majority of my time since then has been spent treating her and researching her symptoms in an attempt to find any discernible pattern. Unfortunately, I haven't had any luck with either. At this point, I'm not really sure what to do anymore. I should just stop wasting time. I just have to keep trying. I swear it's like she's come down with 3 individual illnesses at once. Is that even possible? Wait. Was she unconscious when they, quote-unquote, made love? Okay, weird. Alright, people are talking. Forgive or forget. School is optional, says she would have a hard time forgiving someone, and Evie seems to agree with her. Do best to find out who it is they're gossiping about. Who's... Hey kids, what's up? How's it going? Let's talk to Danielle. What's her secrets?
Hey,
what are
what's
your
up?
secrets? I was just thinking, Danielle, that I don't know much about you.
I guess that's true.
I'm sure there's more to you than meets the eye. You seem like an interesting and complicated young woman.
What would you like to know about me?
What do you do in your spare time? Tell me what you do for fun.
Let me see. I like to chat with my friends all night long.
I don't think your mother would like me telling you this, but I used to sneak out of the house at night to chat with my friends too, in the park.
No,
Put ideas in her head.
What I mean is that I chat with my friends online.
Oh really? On your computer? Sounds like fun. Seems like it would be boring. You can't hear their voices.
I probably shouldn't have told you that. I don't want my mom to know that I stay up all night chatting online.
I'm sure I'll forget about it as soon as this conversation is done. Damn.
Thanks. Maybe I shouldn't tell you so much about myself anymore, though.
Oh my god, you guys! She told us she talks to her friends online. Scandalous. I hope that you do, Danielle. What about Andrew? What's his secrets? Is he...
Hey, how's it going?
I know he's gay on the show. I don't know if he's come out yet in this game. I'd like to get to know you better.
Why would you possibly want to do that?
You seem like such a nice young man.
So, I guess you haven't been talking to my mother then. Those aren't the words she'd use.
What should I know about you?
All you need to know is that I was raised by an anal retentive alcoholic and an uptight John. The rest explains itself.
What and a who?
Come on, my mother and my father.
Your mother cheated on Rex with a guy named John? Oh my god, come on! Come on! Why is this... The only options are to be like, oh my god, his name was John? Thought your dad was Rex. That's stupid.
No. John, as in a prostitute's customer. I'm sure that you've heard all the dirt about my father's little visits to Maisie Gibbons' house by now.
Oh shit. Yes, I have.
There's more to the Maisie Gibbons story than you've probably heard.
Ooh, tell it to me slow and give me all the details.
As far as I'm concerned, that secret was buried with my father.
If you need to share the burden of being the only one who knows, I'll listen.
That's nice of you, but I'll pass.
God damn it. Tell me your secrets. Tell me your motherfucking secrets. Okay. Patience is key. It's just like your husband will leave the keys to your car out over at the Fox's house. You'll have to get them from Frank before you go anywhere outside of Wisteria Lane. God damn it. Where do the Foxes even live anymore? Alright. Almost there. He probably thought I was fucking following him.
Thanks. It's really nice of you to stop by like this.
To be honest, Frank, I sort of had to stop by. You have my keys.
That's right, I do, don't I?
So, how are things coming with you and Frank?
Things are going just as well as can be expected.
Wait, what? Oh, so how are things coming with you, Frank? I read, how are things going with you and Frank, and I was so confused. Oh my god. I just woke up. I'm sorry. Okay, well, I guess that's good news.
I mean, considering all that's happened, I'm doing okay. But you came by here to pick up your car keys, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Think you can find them for me? Didn't ask for a life story. God. Feel kind of bad. I did, but I get the sense you want to talk about something.
Yeah, I'll be just a minute. Why don't you come inside?
God damn it. Sure. 10
I'll
years
be fumbling
later.
around for a bit. Make yourself comfortable in the meantime.
Alright, I'll just wait here. 10 years. God, you seriously did this. What's going on with your phone? Just gonna snoop on your voicemail, don't mind me.
Hello there. You've reached Daniel? Come on, Frank. You said you'd do this.
And Frank.
The Brothers Fox. Please leave a message
The
after
Brothers
the beep.
Fox.
Bye-bye.
The Brothers Fox.
Frank, this is Eric. This conversation is on a secure line, making the contents of this message private. Please do your best to keep it that way.
Ooh.
With the implications of what we've discussed, we should be able to apprehend the persons in question as well as some key members of the Corsetti mob family. Furthermore, our relocation plans will proceed as scheduled. The FIB will take care of the sale of the home as well as any other loose ends, such as phone and utilities. Continue preparing yourself for the move, and don't hesitate to contact me in the future if any further complications should arise.
Damn. I wasn't doing anything. Just sitting here in this nice, comfy chair. Wow, what a nice chair. Where did you get this?
Here are your keys. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Great, thanks. Oh, there's no need for apologies, but thank you.
So, that's it then. Don't let me keep you from whatever it is you do during this time of the day.
Fuck bitches. Alright, time to go. I thought we were gonna talk to him. I felt kind of bad. Skank, what are you doing? What's going on here?
Hey,
Couldn't
wait.
leave. What, did that idiot husband of mine leave something else behind? Yes, Frank, what is it?
I have to tell you something.
Sure, what is it?
I'm going to be leaving Wisteria. For good.
Is there a reason for this, or do you just get the sudden urge to up and leave us? Frank, you can't leave!
It's not really by choice. It's more something I just have to do.
You seemed as though you were adjusting pretty well not too long ago. What happened since then?
As I'm sure you know, a lot of events occurred that made it pretty clear to me that Fairview isn't exactly the kind of place I should stick around for much longer.
Daniel's death was a shock to all of us, but you can't run away, Frank. That's just what they want. If you don't feel safe in your own home, then I guess there really isn't much to stay, and much reason to stay, is there?
You don't need to get yourself involved in any of this.
And why not?
It's complicated.
What else is new? That never stopped you before? You really shouldn't keep things bottled up like that. It's not healthy. Give me the
You're
drama.
right. I'm probably just uptight about it. I just never thought I'd miss him. Daniel was always on my case about this and that. It was like having a wife nagging me or something. No offense.
None taken, Frank. I understand.
It's hard to explain. Growing up, things were a lot different. Daniel was always up to something, and I was always up to something.
You were a troublemaker?
Our parents loved us both the same, but Daniel was always the attention getter. He was always talking about some big idea he had or organizing some big event. He never stopped. That left me with nothing to do and no one to listen to me, which in turn meant Daniel and I butted heads on a lot of things, ranging from the way we looked to the way we led our lives. I know it'll come as a shock to you, but Daniel was always hassling me about my clothes.
Yeah, that sounds like Daniel.
But anyways, I spent a good deal of my life fighting with him and just saying awful things to him. Yet no matter what happened, he kept forgiving me, even after we'd grown up, and I'd never figured out why.
He wanted to be your brother, Frank. That's probably the same reason why he let you live with him when you asked.
I called him to try to get away from the big city and to get away from all the trouble I was having there. But all I did was unload all my problems on him.
I think he knew what he was getting into when he said you could live with him.
I guess he was always trying to take care of me, and I resisted.
And now he's dead.
I really didn't feel comfortable doing that. Just wanted to get away, you know? He would always joke about trying to reach out to me, but I never took him seriously. I'd always find some way to ignore him. But if I'd ever thought something like this would have happened, things would have been a lot different. Of course, now, I'll never be able to do that. He probably died thinking I didn't even care about him.
Wait a minute, just one quick thing before you leave. Are you serious?
Jesus, look at me. I'm telling you all sorts of crap you don't care about.
In real life, I would care, though. I mean, I'm not some cold, heartless bitch, but, I mean, skank KPopp is a cold, heartless bitch, so, I mean, you gotta play the part sometimes. Let's look at it this way. You got all your whining out of the way first. That's a good thing.
I understand what you're saying, and I appreciate it. But I'm not a touchy-feely guy. I was in the army, for Christ's sakes. I don't sit around and watch daytime talk shows.
Damn, okay, I tried. Maybe you deserve to be miserable. Maybe it is your fault he's dead.
The only thing keeping me going is knowing that I can bring down the bastards responsible.
But Frank, you're just you. How are you going to beat the mob? If it's as bad as you say it is, you'll have a hard enough time keeping yourself alive.
Don't worry about me. I'm going to have help.
Good luck finding someone, Frank. It's suicide to go up against people like that. And who do you think is going to help you? I'm sorry, but I'm not having anything to do with this. I'm sick of being everyone's errand bitch.
This needs to be kept quiet. But I've known you long enough that I think I can trust you. After you discovered the truth about Daniel's murder, I had a talk with Eric Larson. He told me that with what I know, I could shut down the mob family that was responsible for killing Daniel.
Rip Frank.
But once the case against them gets underway, I'm going to need some protection from Vincent and his goons. So the reason I'm leaving Fairview is that the FIB is placing me in a witness relocation program. So you can understand why I didn't tell anyone. I'm just supposed to disappear one day.
Well, I guess this is goodbye then, isn't it?
Yeah, it was nice knowing you.
It's nice getting to know you too, Frank. Your brother would be proud of you for what you're doing. Then again, he's always proud of you. Aww. Bye. Alright, and bye for sure. Just leave me the fuck alone. I am leaving. Oh god, the hug? Okay, fine. Take the hug. What? Can you sleep with Frank? Hold on. No, I can't knock. No one's home. Frank, what the fuck? Whatever. You know what? Can I go through his mailbox? No. That is a federal crime. But since it's a video game, it wouldn't let me though. Alright. Ed let you borrow her pest spray a while back to help you out with a little pest problem. Now's a good time to return it to her, and it's not the kind of thing you want to have lying around your house. Oh God, Mrs. Davenport. Is she still a mess? Oh wait, this is her house. Oh, she fixed her garden for when I stomped on it. Oh God, Bree is there. Of the two people I didn't
Although
want to
I'm
see.
definitely a fan, I simply can't stand it when they suddenly go limp before I get a chance to fully appreciate them.
I agree. It is a bit cruel that they don't last very long, but still, if you look closely, you can find other qualities that more than compensate.
Oh, don't get me wrong, I'm well versed in the pros and cons. I just think she can do better.
All right, then tell me this. Which one would you choose?
And I only get to pick one of the three.
What is this drama about? I need to know.
Yes,
I don't think
just
it's
one,
about us.
But which one?
Wait, oh shit. Eavesdrop or interrupt? Ed and Bree are talking. What should I do? Eavesdrop.
My, that's such a tough decision. They all have such distinguishing traits. For instance, that one.
This
it's
is
so
totally
hard to
about
get it to
flowers.
reproduce.
This is about flowers.
Well, just between you and me, that reason alone makes it not worth the trouble. On the other hand, it's pretty reliable. Sometimes you want to stick with what you know, don't you agree?
That's a valid point, but I can't say I agree with you. Sometimes it's better to call it a day and try something new. Now, what about the others?
Alright, let's just interrupt this shit. This flower talk. You serious?
Now, if you ask me... Oh, hi!
It sounds like I'm coming in on the tail end of some racy flower gossip. Oh my god, care to fill me in?
Oh, nothing really. No need to concern yourself, dear.
Hello. What an absolute treat it is to see you.
I have a question for you.
Shoot.
It's funny you should say it because I have a question about guns. You're a member of the NRA, aren't you?
A very proud card-carrying member, as a matter of fact.
If I accidentally shot somebody, would I go to jail? What? Skank, what are you saying? Should I be incarcerated for shooting a burglar could I be incarcerated for shooting a burglar in my own home? Say for instance a prowler entered my home. Would I be in trouble with the law if I shot him in the back on his way out the door? I don't think you can shoot him in the back.
Only if you get caught, or only if it appears to be a crime.
I appreciate the advice.
Very well. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some baking to do.
Okay, bye. Alright. I think those laws like different every single state. In the US at least.
So tell me, what did you come over to talk to me about?
To be honest, I overheard your conversation with Bree a little while ago, and I'm dying to find out what you two were gossiping about. They were talking about flowers. They really were. I wanted to return something I borrowed.
Aha, I thought I was missing something. But that was months ago. I couldn't remember who I lent it to, so I had to buy some more. Tell me, how did it work out for you?
I'm pretty sure I told you I didn't like having to use it, but it sure did the job.
That's good to hear. Always glad to help a neighbor. Even you.
Ugh. I'm glad you could too. I don't know what I would have done with that about that pest problem. Well, you definitely did. It's good to know that there are people I can rely on in Fairview.
Oh,
Dog
come
killer.
now. If I couldn't do anything for you, I'm sure someone would have stepped up and offered assistance.
Are you implying something, Etta?
Well, let's just say this. You're a very popular person around here. And from what I hear, you've got more friends than you know what to do with.
What the fuck are they talking about? They're not talking. They weren't talking about me. They were talking about it had to be about flowers.
So tell me, what did you come over to talk to me about?
I overheard your conversation with Bree, and I'm dying to know.
Gossiping? I didn't know you overheard, but it's no big secret. In fact, I think it's pretty obvious. We were talking about flowers. A girl in the gardening forums online seemed torn over which of 3 types of flowers she should plant in her garden.
Oh, okay,
We
bye.
were discussing the
Alright,
pros and cons of each.
I don't need to
And
know
although
anymore.
Bree
I'm
was
good.
making some
I'm
valid
good.
points,
That makes a lot of
between
sense,
you, just
Seta.
what did you think I was talking about, dear?
Men.
Oh, goodness, huh? I can't imagine what you thought of us.
It's probably better for everyone if you don't. Oh, I'm sure you can.
It's no matter, dear. I'm glad you asked. After all, I'd rather you do that than carry on believing what you...
Alright, that's nice. Bye. Good luck with your flowers. Don't murder any dogs. You need to go to the grocery store, I think. Alright, well. An impromptu meeting. With all the facts you've discovered, Vincent, Eric, and your husband, it's seeming more and more like a good time to visit your therapist. Alright, we can go to our therapist now. Or we should talk to Susan about what she was talking about. Because her and Edie seemed like they definitely were talking about men. No, that's the Scavos. Is this? Yeah, this is Susan's house.
Hey, you. What's up?
I don't know. Not too long ago, I came over to talk to you and Edie, and the both of you totally sidestepped the conversation.
There's not much happening on my end. I told you Edie was stopping by to talk with me for a bit. That's about it.
What were the two of you talking about?
No biggie. Her friend was getting back together with an old flame. This guy who treated her like absolute crap. But she still wanted to be with him.
Wait, did we already talk to her about this?
Why a smart woman would put up with it.
Because I don't think they were talking about
But you didn't hear that from me.
Maybe we didn't. I don't know. Oh, of course not.
Yeah. Sorry for the confusion. I had no idea why she was coming over, and I was still a little anxious about her visit when I called you.
It's fine, Susan. I'm glad you told me when you did. Bye.
All right, then.
Can we tell her about what we found?
Hey, we run into each other a lot, don't we? My God.
Okay, never mind. Never mind. Let's just go to our therapist. Nothing else to do. Tend my garden. Oh, my garden is trash. Such trash.
Oh, hey there.
Oh, great.
I'm surprised to see you here.
I trust it was a pleasant surprise.
Of course it was. It's always nice to see you. Unfortunately, I'm actually in the middle of investigating a new case right now.
Oh, really?
I didn't exactly find what I was looking for, so I'm more than likely going to head back soon.
Is this the same case that Frank was telling me about?
You know, I should actually be on my way now. It's always nice talking to you, though. Take care.
Damn, goodbye. All right, therapist. Why is my husband never working anymore?
Good afternoon.
Arthur, I really need to talk to you.
We can talk for as long as you'd like, of course. As long as you know you're paying the full rate.
Yes, okay.
No freebies just because you don't have an official appointment.
Well, it's not my money, it's facial hairs, which brings me to why I came here.
Why don't you tell me what's troubling you?
Well, it's complicated, but involves two other men. Well, I found out some very unsettling information about my husband. It's made me rethink a lot of things.
What's so unsettling?
Exactly? Eric told me that both he and Vincent used to know me before I even moved to Fairview.
Do you think he's telling the truth?
Hell if I know. Eric just kind of dropped it on me like a bomb. He even called me by a different name.
But what does this have to do with your husband? Do you think he's involved in some sort of vast conspiracy or something?
God, Arthur, you make me sound like a nutcase, and that's not what I'm paying you for. You're supposed to help me. There are some other things, too, beyond what Eric told me.
Would you care to share them?
Vincent sent me a package not too long ago with the contents of my husband's safe inside. The one he's been desperate to keep me from seeing.
In the past, you've voiced certain concerns about your husband. Exactly what was inside this package?
A sonogram, a journal, documents about amnesia, and a picture of a woman that I've never seen before, but who looks a hell of a lot like me.
A very peculiar combination of items, especially for your husband to keep locked away from you. Do you feel that the contents of this package prove or disprove your suspicions?
Prove.
If I recall correctly, you mentioned that there are 3 men in your life, no?
Do you remember how upset the entire neighborhood was over Daniel Fox's death?
That's not the kind of thing one can forget easily.
You didn't hear this from me, but Vincent Corsetti has ties to the murder, and the police aren't doing anything about it.
Well, that's quite an accusation.
I know, it's like I'm living in some twisted soap opera, 3 men, each claiming I lead a different life. I don't know how I'm supposed to deal with all of this.
It certainly sounds like you have a situation on your hands. What are your intentions? What do you plan on doing?
Tell me, what the hell do I pay you for exactly? Well, I was actually hoping you could tell me that.
I can't tell you what to do. You have to figure that out for yourself. I only get paid to help people reach their own ambitions. But I will tell you this much. Sooner or later, you're going to find yourself in a position where you have to make a choice between these 3 men in your life.
Dude, I have like 50 men in my life right now. I like everyone in the neighborhood pretty much. It's no biggie. I could choose all of them at different times.
Make up your mind now before it's too late, or it will be made up for you.
Useless asshole.